I'm gonna have to, let's see. Let me post that on Facebook so I know that everyone can get here, since we had a little technical difficulty. There we go. Okay. Yep, there we go. Okay, perfect. Let me go ahead and share this. Copy. All right. And let me just type in how do you spell technical? Oh my goodness, I cannot type. Technical difficulty. Here's the live link on YouTube. All right. Making sure I got that. Once it's posted, I think we'll be all set. Yes, possibly. I just want to make sure Facebook. Yep. Okay, it is. Perfect. Sorry about that. Okay, there I am. There you are. I'm so glad you find it. I don't know. So I'm new to this. And last week I started the live right up, as soon as we got started. But this time I wanted to try to schedule it. I had no idea where to, get the live going. So I apologize, but you found me. So we're gonna see how you all are doing. So, all right. Yep, we're all good now. Okay, good deal. Well, last week I was working on that crown with you guys. This is kind of what we were doing. So this is as far as we got. She's so beautiful. So we're gonna add just a couple things to her. I haven't put on the headbands just yet. So welcome, thank you. I thought she's looking pretty. So I'm glad you're here to join me. I brought me a drink today, but this is the new poppy water. It's really hot in here, and I'm actually in my garage, and it is pretty warm. I got a fan on, but if you got a drink, grab your crafts, because we're gonna get started here. Okay, so this week I was working on, you guys get all these sneak peeks, it's kind of cool. This is the top that I was making. So I just started with stylish garage. Just this corner is stylish. The other side you're not going to see yet. But this I was working on. It's just a bra I got at the thrift store. It was actually more of a sports bra. You kind of see it here, and I just add little doodads to it. Evening, welcome. So this little part right here was actually one of those coin belts. It was missing a whole bunch of coins, so I just kind of cut it up and we added that to the top, and I added some fringe. So that I was going to work on a little bit today. So welcome. Hopefully you guys had a good day. I know today at work, I think that I was starting to count 34, 35 patients just today. So it was a busy day. So hopefully you guys had a hopefully easier day at work than I did. So, and it is hot down here. It is like 90 degrees, but it's also humid. So this garage is really warm. So these little things, And my friend, she might pop in here in a minute. Miss Roseanne, if you know Roseanne, you know she's awesome. But this was from her daughter's costume. I made her daughter like it was kind of a siren outfit, and so a lot of the little stuff's falling off. So I was just gonna upcycle it and kind of tear it apart because what I'm gonna do, and you guys can like let me know in the comments if you have any ideas because I'm still brainstorming. But so what I'm going to do, this will be for the mask character. And if you remember, I was working on restoring my mask. And if you remember the story, I accidentally left her out in the rain one time and she started cracking. And so I restored her. But we're going to do a costume. So this will be the top. We'll have like a black sheer. This is not part of it. This is just because she looked naked without it. Had to dress her up a little bit. But we're going to have like black sheer. We'll have the mask. We'll have different crowns for whichever theme. So I was thinking that we can do, like when it's the Fire Oracle, like the red. And then when it's the nature, I was thinking that I could upcycle these and kind of take some of the plants from here. And then the seashells I can use to make a crown for, you know, like the water theme. But I was going to do it. I think what it's called is module costume. And so with module costumes, you have a base. So this would be my base. And so for this mask character, oh, you have a question, Melanie? I'm sorry. I just see is that. But if you have a question, ask me. I'll be happy to answer. But this character is going to have the mask, and then she'll have the outfit, and it'll have that mesh. But then it'll be modular, so I'll be able to make clips for each theme. So if it's fire, maybe I'll make some red flames, and then I'll just clip it to certain parts of the outfit. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a little strap, and what I mean by that is like a little strap. I'll probably put it here, like on the inside, just a little piece, like 1.5 inches. And that way I can clip a doodad on the inside. So if it's the fire, she'll have the red emblem. If it's the woods one, she'll have something that's more natural nature. But I think that's what I'm gonna do. So if you guys have any ideas, let me know. But I was thinking like some shoulder for each one, feathers for one. I also have this really neat, and I use this a lot, and if you've seen me perform in different festivals, you probably see me use this, but really love this. I might make something with feathers on one of them, and feathers are not the best for fire, but I could usually get away with this. I just can't do all of my special moves. But yeah, I thought that looked really pretty with the black mesh. But I don't think I'd be able to use that if I do those clip-ons for the shoulders. So if you have any ideas, let me know. So I'm going to go ahead and put her to the side. And the first thing I'm going to do is kind of add so we have this little crown that we were working on. I wanted to add 2 things to it so I can get those drying and out of the way. So where's everyone from? Go ahead and on the chat let me know. I saw Columbia. I love Columbia, Missouri. So nice. Okay, now she's bald. So I haven't put my headband on yet. So right now it's just this piece. So and this is what we did last week. Very sparkly. Yeah, you know, crow, that is an excellent idea. So with this character, I'm always going to keep that mask. But if I could add some type of like crow element, and I also love the idea of like a crow mask, but for this particular character, it's always going to have that mask on. But that crow idea is fantastic. I might have to think of something on that. So keep those ideas coming. I love that. So, all right. So I have, oh, thank you. Yeah, we've been, Miss Roseanne. Thank you. Yeah, this is what we did last week. And I was actually, I don't know if your ears were ringing. I was telling them that I was, remember these? Your daughter had them. A lot of little pieces are falling off, so I was going to use these and keep it going and put it on the new crown. So every time I see this or wear this, I'll be thinking of your daughter. So remember that. She had them on both sides, I think, something like that. It was super cute. But we're going to take those apart in a little bit and upcycle them so they can have another life here. Okay, so these were old earrings. I have 2 of them. I'm going to ask you guys a question and let me know in the comments because I'm going back and forth on this. I don't know. I was thinking, okay, so we have this little crown, right? You can let me know if you think this is too much. Sometimes I feel like I do too much, but I was thinking of adding it on the side. Is that too much? Is that too much, guys? One on each side? Let me know in the comments if that's too much, because I could always add that somewhere else. So again, these little earring things, if we don't use them on the crown, I can make something with them. Looks fine to you. I keep going back and forth. Like, part of me is like thinking I like it and the other part is me not. So I might, for now, I might just put a safety pin on him and then pin him on before I glue it. My cat's here. She's getting on my feathers. Hold on. I'm sorry. Meow meow. She's back again. She was here last week. Say hey. This is Meow Meow. She's our celebrity. She's let me move the feather. Well, so I love the flowers, but I know me, and I'll tend to keep putting more stuff until I end up like ripping it off. So my gut is saying maybe we should hold off on that. Hi, Meow Meow. Yes, she's our celebrity. So I'm gonna put this aside. Thank you guys. That helped me decide not to glue them on just yet. We will safety pin them and then we'll look when I get the headband on. So I'm gonna put this to the side. All right. So I also need to find something I was gonna put here to finish it up. I might take this off. I think I have some pins here. Let me put these somewhere where I don't poke myself. Meow Meow is staring intensely at these tassels on the skirts, so she might knock this over in a second. She better not. You see her. By the way, her real name is Morgana. I think we were talking about that last week. Miss Morgana, Miss Meow Meow. Okay, so I'm gonna take this, and we really need to decorate this. So I used last week, I went to a thrift store, found a top. It was a sports bra type of bra. Found a top, and then I'm just kind of sewing and gluing broken pieces of costumes onto it. So the little part at the top was part of a hip skirt, a belly dance hip skirt, but it was losing a whole bunch of beads. So instead of just tossing it or ripping all the beads off, I went ahead and just took a couple chunks because I thought it looked nice. So we gotta finish it. And then this was from, I think it was from one of my Maleficent tops that fell off. So I went ahead and gave it more life here. So I've been the Maleficent many a times and I love her. She's an amazing character to be, especially for the fire dancing. Alrighty. So I know we got someone from Columbia, Missouri. Earlier I saw someone from Dallas County, Missouri, which I think is up in Kansas City, which I was born in Kansas City, Missouri, by the way. So where are you guys from? Go ahead and put it in the comments so I can see who's here. I appreciate you guys coming to craft with me. Makes a girl feel all sorts of special. So on this, I'm probably just gonna keep the shells with the stuff on. So I glued this with this stuff, and this stuff ain't no joke. This is no joke stuff. This is actually gonna be some muscle trying to get this off. Yeah. In fact, I might have to cut part of it off. Colorado! I love Colorado. I went there when I was little. I think it was called the Garden of the Gods. Beautiful. So beautiful. I haven't been there in years. That's definitely a place I need to go to. So I think we're going to cut this off. Use that many times. Good luck. I know, I am struggling to get this off. Like, this stuff is no joke. Seriously, if you want something like your costume pieces pulled together, this is it. This is it. It is no joke. And I'm going to get some else because that is not what I need to cut this. So I've got these little snips. This is actually an optical tool I use to repair glasses. But I have so many at work, I just brought the rest home. I've collected them through the years. Different doctors who've left or different opticians have given me tools to use. Garden of the Gods. Yes, if you get a chance, oh my gosh, go there. It is so beautiful. It's probably one of the prettiest places I've ever been, honestly. Now, I think driving-wise, I've driven to Colorado. I think that's as far west driving. Now, flying, I've flown to Nevada and California. But Colorado, I've driven to Colorado. It's really neat. Beautiful state. Okay, this one is, okay, that one's not coming off. I will have to work on that one later. But the seashell is so pretty, so I don't want to take those little doodads off because we might be able to use that for something. So I'm going to throw it over in my, I have a pile on the side of different things. Oh, Roseanne, do you recognize this too? This was the other little piece your daughter wore. So I want to, it's kind of been well loved, so I'm going to take these little pieces off because we probably could use these. Okay. All right, so I was going to tell you a little bit about the projects that are coming up. I'm doing the mask character, of course, that's what I'm working on. I also have some different characters that one's not particularly dance, it's more kind of like a fun comedy character. Maybe next week I'll introduce you to that one, give you a sneak peek. I'll give you a hint. It's kind of a crossover between Jane from Tarzan, the cartoon, Kronk from Emperor's New Groove, and Indiana Jones. So there are your hints. Maybe next week I'll be able to give you another hint and a little sneak peek of that costume because it's kind of funny. Those are some interesting character combinations. Okay, so I'm saving all these little pretties. We're gonna save these to the side for our drowned queen costume. So the drowned queen costume, I'm going to try to film it in my pool, so wish me luck. I don't have a big pool, but it's like above ground pool. But I think I will be able to film part of it there, and I think I can make it little camera tricks. I do live by a lake, but I'm not going to be going to the lake at night down here. We have alligators, so I'm not gonna risk that. But the pool, I will. So we're gonna do Dragon Queen. The only thing I'm worried about that, besides alligators, but that's why we're doing the pool, is that the mask, I do not want to get the mask wet. So I've got to figure that out. How I'm gonna do that, because I was thinking I might make a, I don't know what you would call it, just like a double, another mask that I could use to get it wet, because I don't want that one to get wet. As much trouble as we had to repair it. So that's that one. Okay, here we go with this glue again. This stuff, like, look at, it's not sewn, it is glued on, and it is not coming off. So this stuff is no joke. Ah, there we go. Oh gosh, I'm already tired. Yeah, so if you want to work on costume pieces and them not to fall apart, that's the glue you need. Not hot glue. I only use hot glue to, like I was telling you last week, I only use hot glue to kind of get it stuck on while the other glue dries. Because I can be kind of impatient while I'm making things. I want to see what they look like. All right. Meow Meow's still here. Anybody working on any crafts with me today? Okay, we're gonna put this aside. This is just not coming off. Okay, and I'm gonna save this one. All right, so we got that. Now, these are those broken pieces of jewelry. Acetane, am I saying that right? Acetane. I'm gonna have to do that. Well, for the bigger pieces for sure. But that is, yeah, because that stuff's not coming off by just trying to remove it. You need something to take it off, that's for sure. Working on the next song. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to hear it. Definitely let me know and post it. I'm gonna have to do the little notification to make sure I can hear all your new songs. I'm still learning about YouTube. You would think as a performer I would know so much about YouTube. I don't. So this is a learning experience. You are learning right alongside me. I'm learning right alongside you, I'm sure. So, okay, I'm gonna take this off because I don't use this flower anymore. Yeah. So this is really pretty. We can use that for something. Like on this side. Yeah. Hey, don't mess with my light. Get going. Okay. Ooh, okay. This is nice. I wonder if this would work. I'm not sure. Yeah, this works very good, actually. Okay, so you know that strap I was telling you about, how there's going to be a strap and then we'll just kind of pin the different doodads on it because it's a modular costume. I think this will be one. I think this is really pretty. I think it was like a brooch, maybe. I'm not honestly sure. It's really pretty. So I'm going to probably work on that. I'm going to put this back on because I think I need to finish the center. Yes, it's not all the way glued yet. Okay, so that's just sitting there. Oh, we have a guest. Yeah, Meow Meow doesn't want to be held. Yeah, put her down. She doesn't want to be held. This was part of a necklace. I'm sorry if my internet's getting a little fuzzy there. Sometimes my internet's really bad, and we've been having a lot of storms lately. So, oh, this is a good one. This is large. So I apologize if the internet starts popping off. I'm gonna turn up my music just a little bit. Have you guys in your area, like in Colorado or in Missouri, have you guys been getting a lot of flooding, rain and floods? It just seems to be raining all the time down here. Almost every day it's been storming and everything. And I guess that's so I'm not originally from, so I'm in Alabama right now. I'm not originally from Alabama, so what I've been told is this is very unusual. Well, I heard that part of the Missouri was flooded, so I wasn't sure. I heard Missouri was flooded. I know the whole of Missouri is not flooded, but I heard it, I heard Missouri got a lot of rain, and I don't know if Roseanne's still on there. I was gonna see if her area got rain. Oh, this is pretty. I wonder what we can do with that. It was so bad the other day down here when I was driving, cars were all in the ditches. It was pretty bad. Okay, so this next thing, what I'm going to do is take a little bit of material, and I got this at the thrift store. I think, do I want to use this one? Yeah, I do. I think. Let me see how. I like the rain. I like the rain a lot. The other day I was in the hammock and it was raining, but I don't like being outside when it's thundering. I like to hear it through the windows, but I don't like to be outside if it's thundering. It's scary, but it's so cool. But I do like laying in the rain. Although I think my neighbors think I'm crazy because I'll be just looking like I'm dead out in the driveway. Okay. I'm going to show you a couple brooches and help me pick for the, I don't want to call it raven, although that was such a good idea. But this one's mostly like going to have all the feathers. So I guess we call it raven. We'll just call it the raven for right now. But the one with all the feathers, I need to pick the middle piece that will be centered, that I'll clip on. I'm gonna move this over so you can see. I didn't. Let me hook it so it won't fall off while we're doing this. But I have a couple here that I'm trying to decide what would look best. Okay, let's see. All right, so much rain in Missouri. So I heard. It's been raining here too. I wish it was raining today though, just because it was a little warm. But I think that we have too much water. About ants, but they are the bane. It rains, they come out in droves, and I got bit the other day really bad by just walking around my car. So I need to do something about that. But when it rains, they all come up out of the ground, and I know Roseanne knows about that. She's come and visit. So Roseanne's my bestie, and she's come to visit me, and we've been attacked by those horrible ants down here. Okay, what do you think of this one for the center? Is this too pretty for the, like if we did feathers, do you think this is too pretty? Because it does have like diamond looking things on it. Like, I don't want it to be too pretty, you know what I mean? because we could always have a different one that's got the pretty stuff on it. The other ones that I have, this one's again another big sparkly thing. I have this that I can put something in the center. And then I have this. So those are my 4 choices, I think, because I don't think this, these are too pretty. The dark around thing looks better. Now, the dark, now do you mean, okay, this thing or this thing? We'll call this one the pretty one, and let's call this one the, what shape is that? Diamond. It's kind of hard to, the pretty. How about we do the pretty? I'll probably just make a few of them, and like I said, they're the clip-on ones. So okay. Thank you. So this is what I do most of the time I make costumes. I sit and just be like, that looks good. No, that looks good. And go back and forth and go back and forth. Okay, and then my other thing that I was going to do after I get that brooch, I'm not quite sure I'm going to do this or if I want to do this, but I have like all these broken necklaces and they're like just chains. And, ooh, that is so pretty. Take that one off. This is a bendy thing. I don't know what this is. Hey! Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. This I got in India. Well, I didn't get it in India. One of my friends from India got it. This has a little hook. In case you've never seen one. I never saw one until she brought it. And you hook it right here. Because I never knew how it worked. I was like, it's so pretty. We are not tearing that up. I don't know why that was in there. Okay. So if you're just joining in, I'm building some costumes here for the masked one. So this, I was thinking to take it apart and take, it was way more pretty than I thought. Maybe a chain down, I don't know if you could see it. Like a little extra doodad. I was thinking of do that. Also, you like the first one? Okay, I know which one you meant. Perfect. Thank you for that. Another question I had before I get too caught up in cutting everything apart. I was thinking, and you can tell me if this is silly or not, and this is just like one of those minor details, but all of these coins are gold. What I was thinking is painting just a few off black, like a matte black, just a couple. What do you think of that? I'm afraid to paint it, and then if I hate it, I'll have to take it off. But I was just thinking just a couple to kind of give it a little personality. So it's not like all like perfectly, I don't know, what do you think? So yeah, I was thinking just a couple black, just to kind of like the peekaboos, like just like the little extra detail. So that's an idea. But yeah, nail polish or something like maybe like an acrylic that I can just take a wipe off. So that's an idea. I was thinking sometimes doing the simplest things because then I get too far into it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna glue this to this material. And I'm only doing a little bit of the hot glue because I need to do my, now this time I'm going to use the little itty bitty one, but this is clear. My other one's white and I don't want white. I made the mistake last time. Oh, this one is completely closed up. No. Might have to get something to put that on. Yes, and so I know I keep saying to use that strong glue. I've had embarrassing costume mishaps by using hot glue. Just hot glue. Do not do it. It's not fun when half your beads and pretties are falling off while you're shimmying on stage. It's so embarrassing. Especially if you have people from the audience like going to go grab it, like especially kids, they'll go grab all the little beads and stuff. Oh, I've had a couple experiences when I was younger learning how to do things. Oh, it's so bad. So use a strong one, and I know it's hard because you gotta wait like the whole night, but I promise you it is worth it not to have your costume fall off while you were dancing. So learn from my mistakes. Okay, I've got a better one. The other one is completely dry, so I'm gonna have to get some more of this. Okay, and then because I'm impatient, like I said, I put a little bit of the hot glue just to kind of tack it on there so I can see what it looks like. Oh boy, I need a better gun. There we go. Put that there so I don't burn myself. Meow meow, get out of there. No. She's laying on my stuff. Okay. All right. So I put it on a little piece of material. Honestly, this one's really pretty and fancy. I'm not sure if it really needs any extra stuff, but I could. There's little parts here. I don't know if you could see, there's like little holes. I could do a little chain, like hook a little piece of the chain on that. So once I cut it and do here, if I have a little piece of chain, I can hook it, run it up, and then connect it to each side. But the only thing is, I gotta figure out, I almost need jewelry clips or like necklace clips to put some up here because I don't want that chain to always, you know, I want to make sure it's removable. So I'm gonna have to think this one through. But okay, so we'll do that. I'm gonna let this one dry. I wonder if I have any of those chain hooks. Possibly. Ooh, this is really pretty. I didn't see that. I'll show you in just a sec. So these are really pretty, and they have red on it. I think I could use these to make something like a, for the, to match the crown. Yeah. And I think, so these, I guess they might have been earrings, I'm not sure. But I think I could put them together and then put something in the center, and then it will be like, and figure it out as we go. So I'll craft here for about 15 more minutes and then I gotta go. It's always good to talk with you guys. Thanks for keeping me company. This is really pretty. This is part of a necklace too. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad. Sometimes it's just nice to just hang out. Definitely makes this a lot more fun. Just have someone to chat with. And always feel free to ask me anything about anything, whether it's costumes or performances or anything like that. Or if you have suggestions for a video or a lesson or anything at all. What's my favorite ice cream? Anything at all. Get to know everyone. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna pull this down just a bit so you can actually see what I'm doing here. Okay. What shows have, yeah, so right now I'm, and favorite ice cream. Right now, I am focusing mostly on the online, but you guys probably have figured that out. Since I've been taken off from performing so long, I'm just kind of getting back to it. And I always wanted to do more online stuff, but doing shows, having your weekends taken all the time, plus you have to rehearse, and it was just exhausting. So I never had time to like do any online stuff. And I always wanted to try to do a YouTube channel, just just fun, kind of get into it. Plus, I would have a lot of my dances and crafts and costumes and everything. It'll be kind of like documented in a way, so like for memories, which is crazy because of all the dancing and shows and everything. Half the time I never brought a camera because when you're performing, you don't tend to bring cameras except for, if you have photographers out in the audience or professional ones. So I've had to like hunt down so many different performances, videos, just so I could have them. So yeah, I was invited last week to go down to the Florida Belly Dance Convention to do a performance. But I just didn't have it on my schedule, and I had company from Canada, so I didn't get to do that one. But probably I'm probably just gonna do some online for a bit, and then when I feel like it's time to start getting back into it, I do. Although I will be doing a lot of fire performing during September and October for they have like a haunted woods thing, and so I'll be like the witch, the sorceress, that type of thing. When they have their opening nights and when they have like the weekends, I'll be doing a lot of that. That'll keep me very busy. Halloween's one of my favorite times, so I usually do most of my shows during that. We don't have a lot of Renaissance festivals down here in Alabama. There's not a lot of opportunities where I'm living right now. I did the Alabama Renaissance Festival, and I did the I don't know why I can't think of what it's called. Emerald Coast Renaissance Festival. It's the one down. It's actually in Florida, but they call it the Alabama one. It's kind of by Gulf Shores. I did that one. That one was super fun. Ice cream. My favorite ice cream. It depends on my mood. I used to be all traditional vanilla, but then I went through a chocolate phase, and then I went through a mint phase, and now I'm all about like the brownie and the cookie batter and all that stuff. So I kind of go through phases. I just like ice cream. Yay! I'm so glad you're getting back in your photography. That makes me so happy. And for me, I've been performing all my life, and then I was going, I mean, super hard at it. Every week I was booked, even like sometimes it'd be 4 days in a row. Super fun. I loved it, loved it, loved it. But just doing school and trying to do, now I work 5 days a week with my career at the Veterans Hospital, and I absolutely love it. But right at this moment, I don't want every weekend to be filled. So I'm just gonna. I think with the online, it's easy for me. I also can like be super, like creative and kind of do it when I'm like feeling the most creative. Like right now, this is nice. I can be at home. I can chat. I can do my crafts, and then when I get this finished, I can record a video. Yeah, and I'd like to see some photos. I love photography. French vanilla ice cream. That my dad liked French vanilla. He was all about the vanilla. Well, I am so glad you're getting back into it. I definitely want to keep encouraging you to. And it's very difficult. I kept telling myself, "Oh, I need to get back to it. I need to go back to it." Had friends say, "You need to get back to it," and I did. I wanted to, but it was hard to, when I get home from work, I'm tired, or on the weekends, I'm like, oh, I never get to be home working 9 to 5 job. And again, I love, love, love doing what I do with the veterans, but I love dancing too. It's just trying to find that happy balance again, and also healing from uh, my father passed away, so I needed some time to heal after that, and so yeah, I just need to take a little time. But the hard part is getting that momentum, and I don't mean like I have all these ideas and stuff, but I mean like physically getting back to it. Um, that's been a little more challenge. I'm from teaching classes from like 8:30 in the morning all the way till 9 p.m. night, like 4 or 5 days a week at a dance studio, to sitting at a desk doing schoolwork, to working at a hospital. I got to build that dance endurance back up. Yeah, exactly. It's a balance. It's a balancing act, but we got this. And I think if you're a creative person, that creative outlet is so important. And so I know that since I started going back, especially heavy getting back into it, I've been at like constantly video and doing different things for about a month now, since really getting back into it like on a daily basis. Um, I don't know. It's just really, it's making me feel like, I don't want to say myself, but kind of, since I've been doing it all this time, it was like once I stopped doing it, felt like a piece, it's like something's missing, and like I missed it. So I'm glad that, I'm glad we're getting back to it. So with your photography, do you have an online portfolio, or is this just something you do just for fun? Not yet, Oregon. Well, I'm sure when you're ready, you'll have all of the pictures. You'll be able to just get them all loaded and ready to go. You'll already have a portfolio. Yeah, no, and with social media, that it can be tricky to try to. And it's time consuming, like uploading everything for sure. I know for me, I found like I'll have it on my phone, but for me, it's my lunch break at work. I'll just schedule things, and that's been working with for me right now. But it is time consuming. Um, yeah, yeah, exactly. Scheduling ahead is so good. Although, don't be like me. I scheduled the live and then I couldn't figure out how to. I don't know what I did. I'm not tech savvy. I'm gonna look it up though. I might not be tech savvy, but I can at least Google or look it up and see what I did wrong and fix my errors. All right. Well, I got about a couple more minutes and then I'm gonna start getting off here. I gotta go do laundry and get ready for work. It's been crazy at my work. We're missing, we always have 3 opticians on staff because we have a huge, oh, you're right about Google, but we have a huge amount of patients, and so we always have 3 opticians on staff. One was gone on vacation, and tomorrow someone's gone half of the day, and then the rest of the week. So it's been pretty crazy. So I need to get ready for that because it's gonna be a long day tomorrow. But you're right. Yeah, and if people criticize, that's okay. I just ignore them. That's the thing about with performing, especially, you'll have folks who absolutely love what you're doing in your art, and then you'll have folks that just does not like it as much, and each their own. Ask Studio, yes, yeah, I have some, and then I'm also a big I'm just a big nerd, so I'll get on there and I'll look it up. But I like reading, so I'll probably get on Google. So when I was trying to do it, I didn't see a place like when I did last week and when I did the second time. There's a place that says start the live. I could not find that button, so that's what I need to do. Maybe I think I can do one where it's private or unlisted and practice because I just couldn't figure it out. So there's got to be something. I just not sure what I'm missing there. But we will figure it out. And for a second live, as not tech savvy as I am, I think I could to even get on. And I think the scariest part was just doing, just getting on for the first time because, like, I thought about it, but then I was like, I don't know. It sounds scary. As a performer, most of my stuff's rehearsed. This is just me yapping and, like, do I know what I'm going to talk about? But I've had so much fun just getting to know everyone, and I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. It's really awesome. So my last thing, this ain't much, but this is something. All right, you guys have a great night. I'm gonna hop off to. I will see you around. I'll probably keep this going on Tuesdays. Just we can catch up, see how everyone's been for the week. Thank you again. Thanks again for being here. I will catch you either on Facebook or YouTube. So you guys have a really good night, and I will chat with you later. Take care, guys. Be safe.